Hey Aquarius, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your 2-week reading. Happy New Year. This is for the first 2 weeks of the entire year. Welcome to 2026. It's going to be a great year. Let's talk about your New Year reading. It's up here. I'm going to put it up on the end. When we end this reading, it's going to be up here somewhere on the top. It'll be on the right or the left top as I leave this reading. So when this reading starts leaving, you'll see it pop up. You can click right into it. It'll make it easier for you. All right, let's do it. We're using the amazing Vice Versa Tarot, where the side that I see when it hits the table will be the side I read. Different perspective on each side of the cards. Also, we have the Wheel of the Year we're going to be using, and everyone's favorite, the After Tarot, which is going to take us into mid-January, when I will be doing new 2-week readings for you guys. If you haven't subscribed, click the bell and click all when you subscribe so you'll get that notification when that comes out. But it'll also send you notifications when something comes out on the channel every single day. All right, let's do it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. For Aquarius, what do we need to know? First 2 weeks of the year. This is for Aquarius and Aquarius cross watchers. We got the Magician, we've got the Emperor, and we also have the Queen of Swords, which is probably your very own energy. What else do we need to know? Aquarius, this could be a boss, this could be a father figure, this can be a loved one on the other side looking out for you. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? This is, you got the small tower, the mild tower. We'll talk about that in a minute. We also got the Seven of Wands. Your reading kind of reminds me of someone else's. What else do we need to know? We got the Three of Swords. We got the Knight of Wands. I'm trying to remember whose it is. Nine of Swords. Oh, we got the Fool. Okay, your reading really reminds me of, I want to say, Sagittarius reading. As I look at your reading, the central issue is this Seven of Wands. Someone who's fighting for something, someone who's protecting themselves, blocking something. The winner, the king of the pile for me. The Seven of Wands has to go up against all those wands coming at them, but they always win. We also had immediately this Magician come out on the non-traditional side. This is the traditional side. This is the non-traditional side, but it shows the Magician working with the universe, which I really like. And there's a lot of growth around the Magician. If you look, even right behind him that he can't see, there's even growth. We also have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords that came out together when the Magician came out. So this could be something that you're creating. You could be creating this with another person. We also have the Three of Swords over here and the Tower over here. And it's not the explosive tower. It's the mild tower. This is a Cancer card in this deck, but of course always it can be a Scorpio card. But I don't try to force gender or zodiac signs, so take it as you will. Surrounding the Seven of Wands is this tower and that Three of Swords. So this lets me believe that something happened here and you have had to fight your way through this. We also have the Knight of Wands, and right next to it we have the Nine of Swords. And this almost came out reversed, but it flipped over, so I wasn't sure which way to put it. I put it the way that it ended up. Nine of Swords, so take it as you will. It might be stress that's going away for some of you. We also have the Fool. And this Fool isn't ready to take his journey. This Fool's making plans and wishing on the star and getting ready. All right, so there might be something you're stressed about in a situation that's been hurtful, painful, something upsetting could have happened. Let's find out. This could have to do with you and this Emperor, or you could be the Emperor if you feel it's your energy. Sometimes the Emperor is just an energy for me. It's a control factor. It's something like that. So we're going to find out. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know? Aquarius reading. What's important? What do we need to know? Aquarius reading. At the bottom of your deck, you also have this King of Pentacles and the Death card and Sagittarius card of Temperance here, and it's on this side. So sometimes when I see it on this side, it's like I needed strength to get through this. It could have been something very emotional with the Moon here and with the Three of Swords here, but this is something that's transforming. There's a death and rebirth here. It could be something around your finances. It could be something around this person. Let's find out. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, smack dab in the middle of this reading. What about the Seven of Wands? the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Wands. And you know what I like about this? The Nine of Wands is reversed. And this tells me you don't have to fight so hard. You don't have to defend yourself so hard. This protection that you've had to have, or this whatever you've had to go up against, this is not a problem anymore. And this could have been a lot of worry too. Sometimes when I see things like the Nine of Wands putting their scarecrow out and the Nine of Swords as well, this could have been worry about something. I feel like you're not going to worry about this. Something you could be fighting for, something you could be, protecting yourself against. I want to look at the Tower and the Three of Swords that surrounds your central issue. This is like corresponding kind of supporting energy to that Seven of Wands. Tell me about the Tower with the Three of Swords. What is it we need to know about this? Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be something around it could be family, but it's usually finances for me. But there's something here about this Tower, and this upsetment had something to do with your foundation. I'm going to get another one. Can we get another one on the Tower and the Three of Swords? What is it? The Ten of Swords just about came out. Whatever this is, it's over. Or it's ending, whatever this situation is. The Ten of Swords came out and went right back in. The Emperor came out again in reverse. Whatever this is about, tell me about, now this could have been someone who passed away. I have to say that. So there could be something about money around someone who passed away, like inheritance or something like that. Tell me about and if that's the case, my condolences. I'm so sorry to hear this. Tell me about the Three of Swords here. But it also could be some other, it could be a breakup. It could be something like that. Job, change. Tell me about the Tower and the Three of Swords one more time around this Emperor. Tower, Three of Swords. Okay, yeah, again. So the Ten of Swords tried to come out, and now the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is, whatever this is, you're at the very end of it. You got the Nine of Swords here. And you've got this Knight of Cups who came out on a side, which to me sometimes can feel like you're waiting for an apology, you're waiting for an offer. Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups as a challenge here. Why is the Knight of Cups kind of on its side as a challenge? The Hierophant. Somebody's got to win here. This does feel like that, this reading. So there could be issues around, now this Hierophant can be about job. It could be about government agencies. It could be about bureaucracy, red tape. It could be about a relationship. So I almost feel like you're waiting for something. You've been fighting for your rights in something. And it has to do with, I'm going to look at the Ten of Pentacles alone. Tell me about just the Ten of Pentacles here. What about it? The Ten of Swords came right back out. I told you it was trying to come out in reverse again. You're at the very, 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 very end of this. I can't stress this enough. Something's at an end because, and you could be, for some of you could be going through a divorce. I have to say that. I didn't get any divorce cards yet, but I'm just feeling it, that some of you could be going through a divorce, and right now you're in the midst of hashing out the finances. And this has been so emotional and difficult. For others of you, this is something else, but it has to do, and like I said, it could be about a family inheritance or something like that. I want to go up and look at just the Emperor. Can I get a peek at just the Emperor here? Yeah, the Five of Cups, but it's reversed, which is, I prefer it in reverse. But look at how the Five of Cups, every cup spilled. Whatever happened with this Emperor, everything felt like there was no salvaging anything. And at the bottom, I do have the Queen of Swords back again. So let me take a look at her. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. And we got another card on its side, and it's the Six of Wands. So this Six of Wands, look at this, is a victory card. This is success. This is a win. This is on its side as a challenge on the Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Swords one more time here. the Eight of Wands. There could be some kind of block in place. Like, I can't get to my finish line. That's what I'm feeling. I can't get to the finish line because of this block. Now, this could be a financial block because, well, first of all, you have this King of Pentacles here and the Death card with the Temperance card back there. But also at the bottom back here, you have what could be a block in place for your finances. But the one good thing about this is the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright with her treasure chest, and the Four of Pentacles, what would be a block, is now reversed. This could be something, and that might be why the Six of Wands came out as a challenge. You might be overcoming a financial challenge in this situation with something that was going on around you and this person. Tell me about this, because all this energy is on top of the Queen of Swords, and I don't care what your gender is, but I feel that's your energy. Tell me about the Magician, working with the universe, manifesting. What do we need to know? The Magician. We've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed here at the bottom. Behind that's the Ace of Swords, by the way. But look at the Princess of Wands. She's waiting for information. She's waiting for that something to happen so that that wheel will turn. Like, none of this will happen till we have that information. I feel like it's this knight. Whatever this knight's bringing in is the thing she's waiting for. That's why it came out as the challenge. Let's talk about the Knight of Wands over here, because we do have a knight right after that bringing something in. Knight of Wands, please. Knight of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. Now, I feel like this is fear, because you also got it with the Moon. So we've got some kind of fear around something. You're fearful of this message. You're fearful of the information. You're worried about it. You feel like you've been left out in the cold. Your money was blocked, as we saw up here, or something that you feel like. You also got fear next to it. So I'm going to do all this fear together because it really does feel like fear to me. The Moon, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. The Moon, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to do them all together. Yeah, the Four of Swords. It's what you're waiting for, and it's information about finances. But the cool thing is, Four of Swords, now reversed. So this has been like you had to just sit and marinate in this and worry about it, which is why it was so hard. It has to do with your Knight of Pentacles. And again, Queen of Swords is back. Your energy is everywhere in this reading. I feel like you're waiting for information about this money. It feels scary to you because you just, Moon, don't know how it's going to turn out. Nine of Swords, it feels so stressful and heavy. And it's been so blocked and you feel like every cup's spilled, but that's reverse. Your Five of Pentacles is with the Moon here. So the Moon clouds everything. You don't really, like, it skews what you're actually seeing. And being that it's near these fearful cards, being that your Five of Pentacles is near cards like the Moon and the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is right above it. This has been a worry for you. The Nine of Wands with the Scarecrow there too. I mean, there's a lot going on that says, I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of how things are going to turn out. Let's talk about the Fool. The Fool is making some kind of wish here. Yeah, and deciding. Okay, so this Fool is not just wishing on the star. The Fool is also making a decision about something, one way or the other way. The Two of Swords here. And these two people, it's funny because these two people are butting heads up here. You know, they're at odds. And these two people look like they're at odds, right? You know, but that's the Two of Swords. I really feel like you could be at odds with yourself a little bit too. Like, I'm not sure which way to go in this situation. And you're waiting for some kind of, it could be finances you're waiting for. Like, I have to make, I want to go on this journey, but I can't make this decision until this happens. And that might be in someone else's control. I want to look, let's get the After Tarot on it. We're going to use the After Tarot and ask what's next here. Because as I see this reading, I see this is all coming to an end. No doubt about it. You're at 9s and 10s everywhere. And I can't stress that enough. Tell me about, I just want to look right here first. What's next here? This Fool is making some kind of a decision. It's totally relying on the money, which is exactly what I thought. This either is a decision being made by someone else, and you can't, all you can do is wait for it. Like, I can only hibernate and stress out and worry until this comes in, the Pentacles. So I feel like this is coming in. Rest assured, there's so many cards saying the money's being released. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles reversed. There's so many cards saying, I can go on and on. The money's being released. So if you're waiting for someone else's decision, Spirit wants you to know everything's going to be treated fairly and equally and the way that it's supposed to be. And so it is. If it's your decision and you can't do something until this money comes in, patience is probably the key here. I hate to say it because, well, there is a transformation coming around the Pentacles, the death and rebirth, and it's about divine timing and patience with Temperance. And Temperance is sitting there on the non-traditional side saying, hang tight with the Strength card of the Lion there through this because it's going to happen. It's going to happen, whatever this is. All right, let's get a couple more cards here. What do we need to know? What's next for Aquarius? The Empress. This is a Queen of Pentacles situation here. This Queen of Pentacles represents money. I feel like so does the Empress. This represents abundance. Tell me more about this. Is there anything we should know about what's next here? Yeah, for some of you, it's about work. It's about your money. It's about your pentacles. It's something that you thought everything had spilled in with this King of Pentacles. Again, King of Pentacles can represent finances. But there's something that you felt so distraught over. I mean, so much so that you thought every single cup spilled. It does have to do with this Emperor. Tell me more about this. What should we know about the Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles Empress? What should we know? Yeah, absolutely. The cup that was supposedly left behind because it was empty, this person goes back to rediscover something in that cup. This could be around business. This could be around career. It could be about government agencies. And it's being watched over by Archangel Gabriel here. We have the High Priest and Archangel Gabriel involved. I feel like you will have a full cup here. Whatever this is about, you will have a full cup and there will be fairness. And so it is. If you were not getting your fair share, all is not lost. There's something I feel that is going to be discovered in that cup, and there's something that's going to be guided towards you. You have Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and the High Priest involved. I want to look at your Judgment. I want to look at your Temperance, and I want to look at your High Priest and all this intervention that's happening here spiritually. Tell me about all the spiritual cards coming through in this reading. High Priest, the Emperor again. I'm telling you, for some of you, this person is someone who looks after you on the other side and is making sure that you get everything you deserve. For some of you, it's going to be somebody really great that comes in and makes you that offer right there. The Ace of Cups. Now remember, this could be someone on the other side. This could be a loved one. I asked about all the spiritual intervention happening in this reading, and I got that Emperor again. I feel like you're being looked after. If you have someone on the other side, and it could even be a mother figure, so don't try to force the father figure. It's just that the Emperor a lot of times comes out in my readings as a person on the other side. But this could just as easily be a mother figure. It could be both of them. Something being treated equally. Spirits got your back. Loved ones, ancestors, guides, they got your back. The angels got your back. Everybody's got your back on this one. Please take a second to hit the like. It helps the channel so much more than you know, and I appreciate it. Drop a comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed.